it's good to have you with us live in Indianapolis. I don't know why we're here. State Capitol is now closed. No one's there. We got the stuffing beat out of us yesterday. Another shellacking. So if you're from Indiana, I want you to call me. Tell me what the hell's going on here. So we got names to put up and things of that nature, but that's water under the bridge right now. So I'm going to take you guys through this. But let me just start with this, okay? I'm tired of losing. The losses we've mounted in 5 weeks is stunning. I mean, every time you turn around, we're losing. And I want winners. Let's go to Coach Mike Singletary. Mike, what do we need?
No. You know what? This is how I believe, okay? I'm from the old school. I believe this. I would rather play with 10 people and just get penalized all the way until we got to do something else, rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. I cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
I think he about summed it up, didn't he? The debacle in Indiana yesterday is one for the ages. Now, there is a lot to read into this, so I'm going to give it to you straight. We have a caucus of 40 Republicans out of 50 here in Indiana. We needed 26 votes. We came in here as an underdog. We knew it was going to be tough sledding, but we thought we had a shot. Turned out we had no shot. As it turned out, people lied to us. They didn't want to get hammered by me or others. They didn't want their numbers out, so they lied until it was over. We got 19 votes. We lost this redistricting 31-19, 10 of them Democrats. We lost the conference 21-19. Now, I know we needed 26 votes, and that was going to be tough. We were trying to get there. But never did I think we would lose our own conference. Now, they went on CNN and they went on New York Times and Washington Post, and they're all being celebrated for their courage by the communists, the Democrats, the leftists, the socialists, the wackos. They're all being celebrated as courageous Republicans, and they're being celebrated by the far left and by the Democrats. That's who they were congratulated with. They're heroes on CNN. They're heroes in the New York Times. They're heroes in Politico. They're heroes in the Washington Post. They're heroes. But to us, they're dirtbags. They're dirtbag Republicans that sold our ass out. Don't give me this Indiana Hoosier nonsense. You guys are trying to sink your country. You don't want to lead. You want to sit there with your holier than thou nonsensical attitude, crying and all this nonsense. Oh, we don't like to be threatened. You don't like to be threatened? Every one of your asses are getting turfed out. You think this is a joke? No, we don't like getting threatened. Nobody threatened you. There's no threats. Here's what we said. If you're a RINO and you vote with the Republicans and you vote with the Democrats, we are going to primary you like we should everybody. It's not just you. There's no threat here. And they're certainly not empty. You know, we're sick of it. That's just the bottom line. We're sick of the whole thing. And we got to fight. Now, let me tell you the other message, and you're not going to want to hear it. But as you know, I tell you the truth. This was a Indiana RINO, Mitch Daniels, never Trumper, middle finger to the president and to MAGA. I'm a little washed out on this screen, so Larry, call Tyler when we get on the break, and we got to adjust these lights here because we're way too washed out. But we'll do that later. Okay, I'm going to get through my narrative. It was a middle finger to the president. It was a middle finger to MAGA. And here's basically what happened here yesterday is these 21 RINOs think we're dead. They think we're no count. They think the movement has passed. Trump is a lame duck. There's going to be no more Trump. They don't fear him. They don't fear MAGA. They don't fear anybody. They basically think we're done. They see a string of losses, and they don't think we have the juice. They don't think President Trump has the juice. They don't think he's going to win the midterms. They think we're going to get blown out. They think we're going to lose 30, 35, 40 seats. They think the tide has turned. They think MAGA is done. They think populism in the country has run its course, and they just want to get back to Bush. And finally, for them, it's going to be over. And they smelled blood in the water yesterday at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, Eastern. They smelled blood. They had no fear of us. There was no fear. There was nothing. There was not even, let me help my country. There was not even, let me help my president who took a bullet for me. There was nothing. It was, you're done. You're toast. You're going to lose. You're not going to have the majority in the midterms. Your presidency is over. The movement is over. We're in charge now. It's passed. It's been 10 years. We've had to deal with you, and now it's passed. And Rod Bray basically led a Republican conservative conference to vote against America 21-19. To vote against the country 21-19. To vote against a Republican majority 21-19. To vote against freedom 21-19. And to vote for the communists 21-19. Because that's basically what he did. See, they are more comfortable with the left. They are more comfortable with the communists. That's their comfort zone. They can be in the minority. They can squawk. Then they can go to their wine and cheese parties and have the liberals with the caviar telling them how courageous they are to screw you and to screw their country. These people are scum. All the statements they were making yesterday about, I mean, just you read the articles, how courageous they were standing up to the president, because the president wants to keep his majority to save America. So what exactly did you stand up for? What exactly did you stand up for? Mandami? Tuesday's results were the nail in the coffin. Tuesday's results hurt us a lot. They hurt us a lot. Because they looked at Miami and they looked at Georgia and they're like, hey, this guy's done. Have no fear. They sent a message to President Trump yesterday. You lost your grip on the party. This was a clear message they sent in Indiana. Now, what are we going to do? Stand around and do nothing? No, we've got a list. I'm going to send it to Tyler on the break. We have a list of these RINOs up in 2026 that we are going to primary. Now, there were a lot of courageous Hoosiers in the state Senate yesterday. A lot of courageous Hoosiers. Mike Gaskill, Gaston, Donato, some of them are going to be on today. Mike Young, Micah Beckwith, Governor Braun, a lot of courageous people in there. A lot of them. Not Linda Rogers. No, she bailed on us. Not Greg Good. She bailed on us. Not Ryan Milsher that flew back from Florida to vote no. Not him. These are all cowards. Unbelievable. I tell you, sitting there yesterday watching this vote and the smugness of these RINOs. RINOs are killing us. RINOs are killing us. And we got to get them out. It's the last thing we do. We got to get them out. Because I got a news flash. If we're going down, every one of you last RINOs is going down with us. You think you're going to sit there and govern, and you got, a communist president and AOC or something, the majorities in both houses, and you're so smug? Go ahead, take every one of your asses down with us. We go down, you go down. I don't mean to be defiant today, but you can do two things when this happens. You can hide in the closet, turn the lights out, hope it all goes away, or you can get out stronger, more determined, more energetic, more fiery than you've ever been. And that's what we're going to do. We're tired of this nonsense. And we're going to get out there and we're going to start winning. We want winners. We're going to go to these other states and we're going to start winning. This was a blow yesterday. There is no spinning this. It was a blow. Getting 19 was not only a blow, it was a message. When you can't even hold your conference, they think we're done. Don't be telling me about your town hall meeting. Just stop. Okay? They did a poll. We did a poll in Indiana a month ago. Indiana Republicans supported this 70-30. So don't be telling me who was at your meeting and what's your constituents. It's all paid Democrats calling you. Like, stop the nonsense. You basically sold us out. You sold out your country. You stabbed America in the back so that you can get a nice write-up in the New York Times. Well, you better save that clip because it's the last damn write-up your sorry asses are getting. John Fredericks Media Network. We're in it to win it. We'll be right back.